Good morning, students. Welcome to St. Peter's School. My name is Madhu and I'm your science teacher. Hope you all are doing good. So, today is our first class. We are going to start with our first chapter. The chapter name is Laws of Motion. I know most of you are relevant of this term. What is motion? क्या होता है motion? Motion in a very simple way we can say that gati, moving of the objects. When the object is moving, that is called the motion. So you must have learned about the motion and the types of motion in a physics from your previous classes. In this chapter, we are going to study about motion, acceleration, distance, and displacement, Newton's law of motion, and related equation. So these all are topics we are going to cover in this chapter. First of all, start with the introduction. What is motion? What is motion? In the scientific terms, an object is said to be in motion if it changes its position with the passage of time. Yes, we all say that if the some object is moving, before we saw that this object is here, but after some time we find that this object is another in anywhere else. So what is this? This is a motion. कोई भी सामान अपनी जगह से हिल करके दूसरी जगह गया एक लिमिटेड टाइम में तो उसको बोलते हैं motion. But if the object doesn't move, if it doesn't change its position with the passage of time, then it is said to be at rest. वेरी सिंपल वे इफ अगर हम देखेंगे बेड पे या टेबल पे या हमने कोई बुक रख दिया है एंड इट इज़ नॉट मूविंग इट्स पोजीशन सो इन अ वेरी सिंपल वे वी कैन से दैट इट इज़ नॉट मूविंग यस इट्स नॉट मूविंग इट्स इन अ रेस्ट कंडीशन in our daily life also we see a lots of example like this like moving of car on the road from one place to another person riding on a bicycle and many more like this yes we also run we do work so we are in motion but these are the example of motion but we are standing on a single position then we are in a rest so both the motion and the rest are relative terms for example mobile kept on a table is resting at its position क्या है अभी एक एग्जांपल मैंने यहाँ पे लिया है कि एक टेबल पे एक मोबाइल रखा हुआ है सो वी कैन इजीली से दैट मोबाइल इज नॉट मूविंग मोबाइल इज केप्ट ऑन अ टेबल इट इज इन अ रेस्ट पोजीशन yes but suppose if in our aspects mobile is not moving but we all know that earth always revolves round वो हमेशा घूमते रहते हैं हमेशा चक्कर लगाता है तो it is always in motion so in relevant of earth table is also moving table in relevant of table mobile is moving so if somebody is sitting on the moon assume that if somebody is sitting on moon and from there is watching so everything on the earth in the relevant of that person is moving right in the is that person sitting on the moon what he will think that everything on the earth is moving because earth is moving and earth is holding all the objects on it अपने ऊपर सारे उसके ऑब्जेक्ट्स हैं अर्थ के ऊपर और मून पे अगर कोई बैठा है अर्थ हमेशा ही घूमते रहता है तो हर ऑब्जेक्ट उसके लिए घूमते रहेगा सो in this case what is happening motion and the rest position is relevant to each other in our aspects everything is in rest condition because we don't feel that motion sometimes and there are such type of motions which we can't feel for example air move करता है we can't see that it's moving or not but we always say that air is blowing air चल रही है air move कर रही है right so yeah in the same way we doesn't feel the revolving motion of the earth so we can't see that mobile is moving table is moving but if the person sitting on the moon can easily see that the earth is revolving so he can easily see that every objects on the earth is in moving condition so basically I want to explain you that sometimes what happens that motion and the rest both go each other in a similar time relatively but we can't see sometimes so it is on that time it is relevant to each other let's move to the another topic rectilinear motion what why I have given you here about the rectilinear motion because rectilinear motions are the simplest type of motion is the motion along a straight line what is this rectilinear motion it is the motion along a straight line Okay, but in this case, in this case, objects should be very small size. For example, when you will see in when we will look at in your book, it is written there that suppose the car is moving. A car is in a big size, right? If it is moving in 500 kilometer, so we cannot cover the distance lot more, right? वहाँ पे नहीं दिख पाएगा कि कितना उसने मूव किया है, क्योंकि कार एक बड़े साइज में होता है। बट रेक्टिलिनियर मोशन के केस में हमेशा जो हम पार्टिकल्स लेंगे, जो ऑब्जेक्ट लेंगे, वो हमेशा स्मॉल साइज में लेना चाहिए, जिससे कि हमें उसकी डिस्टेंस का पता चले। उसकी डिस्टेंस का पता चलेगा, तभी हम उसकी मेजरमेंट कर पाएंगे। अगर एक बड़ी सी कार अगर थोड़ा सा मूव ही कर देंगे, तो हम उसको समझ ही नहीं पाएंगे कि उसने क्या कितना वो चला और कब वो रुक गया, राइट? सो एक क्लियर मेजरमेंट नहीं आएगा। बट व्हेन वी आर टेकिंग अ स्मॉल पार्टिकल्स like we are running 400 kilometers, so we can assume everything कि हमारी स्पीड क्या थी, हम कब तेज दौड़े, कब फास्ट, कब स्लो दौड़े, so we can measure everything. But when the car is moving, a big car is moving for the 500 kilometer, so will be a no correct measurement we can get. Okay, so that's why we are, and that's why I am explaining here what is rectilinear motion. It's a simple type of motion which always go in a straight line. हमेशा straight line में जो दो objects parallelly एक दूसरे के जाता है, that is called rectilinear motion. And you can see there are two particles I have taken, x part, and both are the x particles is moving along a straight line parallelly. This is called a rectilinear motion. So it is the simplest form of motion in which you can understand easily what is the movement and what is their displacement. Now, the very relevant term which we have to understood that what is distance and what is displacement. This is very important, understand it very carefully, क्या होता है distance और क्या होता है displacement, because later on you should not be confused about the distance and displacement, because on the basis of distance and displacement only we are going to study about the two different types of speed. Okay, so first of all, distance. What is this? And two different quantities, distance and displacement, are used to describe the overall motion of an object and to locate its final position with reference to its initial position at a given time. Okay, so what do you mean by that? I have already told you that these both distance and displacement are the terms which is very important. Why? Because this is used to describe the overall motion of an object. अगर ये नहीं रहेगा, हम समझ नहीं पाएंगे कि क्या है डिस्टेंस, क्या है डिस्प्लेसमेंट, तो वी विल गेट कंफ्यूज। तो डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज, डिस्टेंस और डिस्प्लेसमेंट कुछ नहीं है, एक सिंपल टर्म है जो हम मेजरमेंट, कोई भी पार्टिकल्स मोशन में हैं उसको हम कैलकुलेट करते हैं, मेजर करते हैं उसके इनिशियल पोजीशन से इसके फाइनल पोजीशन से, इन अ गिवन टाइम इज नोन एज distance and the displacement. So let's see what is distance. First of all, what is distance? Distance is the length of path. It's a line or the curve. Distance is the length of path described by an object moving through space. So distance is a very simple term. It's a distance length जो हम एक ऑब्जेक्ट एक जगह से दूसरी जगह गया एक लिमिटेड टाइम में, एंड उसके बीच का जो डिस्टेंस, वो इनिशियल पोजीशन और फाइनल पोजीशन के बीच का जो डिस्टेंस है उसको बोलेंगे, जो लेंथ है उसको बोलेंगे हम डिस्टेंस. डिस्टेंस इज अ इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ डायरेक्शन. Why I am writing this distance is independent of direction? So let's have a look on your book, on page number 1. You will see that there is one example given you. That Sangeeta's house is there, Sheetal and Prashant's house is there, and school is there. So you will see that given that Sheetal first went to her friend Sangeeta's house on her way to school. What Sheetal does? Sheetal क्या करती है? पहले वो अपने फ्रेंड के घर जाती है और तब वो स्कूल जाती है. Okay. Prashant went straight from home to school. Both are walking with the same speed. Who will take less time to reach the school and why? So अभी अभी इससे क्या बोलेगा, अभी हम अगर इसका डिस्टेंस देखेंगे तो अगर हम पहले शीतल के लिए डिस्टेंस लेते हैं, तो शीतल पहले क्या करती है, संगीता के घर जाती है। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ही शी वेंट टू संगीता's हाउस, सो शी हैज टू वॉक 500 meters, plus after that she again walk for 1200 meters to reach the school. So what is the total distance we will see for the Sangeeta, sorry, Sheetal, it will be around 1700 meter, right? But Prashant, what Prashant is very intelligent. He doesn't wait for the friend to and cover. He doesn't choose to cover the long distance. He directly go to the school every day, but he has to cover only how much distance? 1300 meter only. So the both are the distance we can cover. But in the both cases, Sheetal has to cover long distance, and so there is a different in a direction. शीतल के लिए दूसरे डायरेक्शन में वो गई, प्रशांत दूसरे डायरेक्शन में गया. So it can be considered as a distance. Both are considered as a distance. दोनों ने distance cover किया अलग अलग, लेकिन different direction में. So distance can be calculated and there is it is independent. There is no need of direction. जिस जहाँ से object move करेगा हम वही distance लेंगे. Okay. Thus, such physical quantities that do not require direction for the complete description are called scalars. Okay, might you have also relevant with these terms scalar and vector. So ऐसे ऐसे term, ऐसे units जिसमें हम we are not dependent on the direction, उसमें हमें डायरेक्शन का जो डायरेक्शन की जरूरत नहीं है. वी विल सी जस्ट कि कहाँ, हाँ इतना मूव किया, अभी इतना मूव किया, देन वी विल ऐड सिंपली. एंड अभी कहाँ से मूव किया फ्रॉम लेफ्ट टू राइट, वी डोंट नीड ऑल दिस एक्सप्लेनेशन, राइट. इफ अगर ये 1300 का हमें एग्जांपल नहीं दिया होता, तो हम डायरेक्टली वी विल सी दैट 500 प्लस 1200 इट विल बी डिस्टेंस विल बी अराउंड 1700 मीटर. अगर ये 1300 मीटर का एग्जांपल नहीं दिया होता, आप हाइड कर लो 1300 मीटर को हैंड से एंड सी, देन इफ यू वी आर गोइंग टू कैलकुलेट, तो क्या करोगे आप कैलकुलेट, यू विल ऐड 1200 प्लस 500. ओके, वी डोंट नीड द हियर द डायरेक्शन, अरे कहाँ गया, डायरेक्ट वो स्कूल भी जा सकता था, राइट. नो, वी कैन टेक वी कैन कैलकुलेट व्हाट इज डिस्टेंस इन दिस. इफ अगर आप 1300 मीटर को अपने हाथ फिंगर पाम से उसको हाइड कर लो, और अगर कोई आपको बोले डिस्टेंस कवर करने के लिए हाउस शीतल के हाउस और स्कूल के बीच में, तो यू कैन कवर इट इजली, राइट. You don't need this another direct searching for another direction. Okay, so this is called distance. Now displacement, when a body moves from one position to another, the shortest distance between the initial and the final position of the body along with its direction is known as displacement. So डिस्प्लेसमेंट क्या है, डिस्प्लेसमेंट हमेशा हमेशा क्या रहेगा, शॉर्टेस्ट डिस्टेंस. सो प्रशांत जो कवर किया है 1300 मीटर, दिस इज कॉल्ड डिस्प्लेसमेंट. डिस्टेंस भी हो सकता है, ये भी डिस्टेंस हो सकता है, दोनों एग्जांपल हैं डिस्टेंस के, बट डिस्प्लेसमेंट इज ओनली द 1300 मीटर covered by the Prashant, because that is only the shortest distance between the Sheetal's house and school. So that will be considered as the displacement. Displacement has both direction and magnitude for its complete direction. अगर आपको अगर इफ ये 1300 मीटर को अगर आप फिर से कवर कर लोगे अपने हैंड से, और कोई आपको बोलता है, इफ somebody asks you to cover calculate the displacement, so you are not able to get the displacement. Why? Because you can you what you will see that अरे स्कूल तो हम इस रास्ते से भी जा सकते हैं, स्कूल तो हम इस रास्ते से भी जा सकते हैं, और स्कूल तो हम ये यहाँ से तो सबसे ज़्यादा शॉर्टकट पड़ेगा. तो इफ़ यू डोंट नो द डिस्टेंस ऑफ द शॉर्टकट, यू कैंट कैलकुलेट द डिस्प्लेसमेंट, आप डिस्प्लेसमेंट नहीं कैलकुलेट कर पाओगे. और इस तरह के यूनिट्स को जिसको हमें डायरेक्शन, वी आर डायरेक्शन मैंडेटरी है, वी शुड नो अबाउट द डायरेक्शन, दिस टाइप ऑफ यूनिट इज नोन एज अ वेक्टर. So displacement is considered as a vector quantity and distance is covered as a scalar quantity. Always remember, this is very important. This is usually asked, ये हमेशा ही पूछा जाता है. It is usually asked that which type of quantity is distance and which type of quantity is displacement. So very clearly remember that जिसमें we don't need a direction. We don't need direction is known as scalar, which to calculate the given unit. But to calculate the given unit, we need direction, is known as displacement or the vector quantity. Okay, So for today, I'm going to end my session here only. Tomorrow, okay. So in next session, we will study about speed and velocity. But before that, there are two questions given. Use your brain power. You will look at on the page number 2 in your book, chapter 1, page number 2. What you will see that there is a two question given. Every morning Swirly walks around the edge of a circular field having a radius of 100 meter, as shown in figure 1.2. If she starts from the point A and takes one round, how much distance has she walked and what is her displacement? Now, क्या कह रहा है क्वेश्चन? क्वेश्चन कह रहा है कि Swirly started moving from A in the edge of the circle, और सर्कल का रेडियस क्या है? We have given circle 100 meter radius, and if she starts from a point A and takes one round, and how much distance has she walked and what is her displacement? So now, what is her displacement? Can you find it? So I'm leaving this two question for you to do some practice at your home. In next class, we will discuss about these two question. If anybody is not able to solve it, but if somebody is able to solve, please solve this question, and you can send it to sir with your answer, what answer you got after solving this question. I will see all of your answer, आपने सही किया है या आपने आपको कहाँ समझ में नहीं आया। मुझे इस क्वेश्चन से समझ में आ जाएगा कि आपको क्या नहीं समझ में आया। If you will get the wrong answer, और अगर आप if you will get a correct answer, I will understand that you all of you have understood very well what is distance and what is displacement. देखो हमेशा याद रखना कि distance there is a movement of object. In displacement also there should be a change in the position. Distance, देखो, it's a very very important point I am telling you. Even if the displacement of an object is zero, the actual distance transferred it may not be zero. What does it mean? अगर कोई ऑब्जेक्ट एक यहाँ से जाता है कहीं और वो वापस वहीं पे फिर आता है, तो distance will be there. What happen if somebody goes 2 kilometer and he comes back 2 kilometer again, so again he or she has to cover 2 kilometers, so distance will be 4 kilometer. But in displacement will be, what displacement will be, because there is a no change in the position of the object गया और फिर से वहीं पे आ गया, तो there is no change in the object position of object, then there is no displacement. It means displacement will be zero. So I thought you all have got your answer, because the question is related to this point only, that even if the displacement of an object is zero, the actual distance transferred by it may not be zero. Okay, so today I'm going to end my session here only. In next session we will study about speed and velocity. Till then, take care and bye bye.